Hi everyone, welcome in. Happy December month. Today is officially the last day of December and the last day of 2024. But yeah, we're almost Happy New Year, almost there. But it's my last day to wear, Christmas jumper. Christmas jumper. I've had this Christmas. Yeah, Luke gave me this Christmas jumper about 9 years ago, so I've had this jumper forever. And Santa hat and Santa polar bear earrings. Last day to wear all this, sadly. So, I'm going to be a bit sad that I can't wear my Christmas stuff anymore. Oh, God, what to wear in January? But yeah, probably have to go shopping. Let's see what I can find. January sales. But yeah, so in today's video, am I recording? Yes. So today's video, I'll be doing my countdown of the worst movies of 2024. So yes, it's definitely been an interesting year for movies as well. There's been a few good ones and a few bad ones as well. And yeah, and as it's almost New Year, it's time to drink tonight. Definitely. We've got Prosecco and we've also got a few beers and these as well. So I might as well crack open one of these as I'm talking about the worst movies of this year. So let's go. Oh, as if it doesn't squirt everywhere. It's a Happy New Year. So yeah, what was I gonna say? So yeah, so I'll be doing basically my top 10 worst movies of 2024. So I'll be starting from number 10 and then revealing my number one worst movie of this year. So yeah, it's been a fun year for films. One thing with worst movies, like some can be so bad that you just literally hate the film. You don't want anything to do with it again. But then some can just be such a laugh. Like you could just watch them drunk and just laugh at the stupid moments. At least at least there's some or moments that don't make sense. So at least with worse movies, you can just laugh at them at the same time, and you can just have fun watching them. We do need some bad movies here and there as well. So yeah, it's good that they get made as well at the same time. But of course, kind of waste of money when they don't make much back. But yeah, so some drink first. So, oh yeah, and Kitty's at the back. One's in a boxy. Cleopatra's in the boxy Cleopatra. And Billy's right at the back. There he is. Oh, and the Luke's in the back.
Hello.
The big kitty. That's the king of all kitties. Big kitty. The third kitty. We actually have 3 kitties. So there he is.
Sorry,
He just doesn't have whiskers. Well, you do have whiskers actually.
I do. I dare you. That's a lie.
And he doesn't have a tail.
I have a bulge.
He has a bulge. Oh god. So yeah. Oh, you couldn't sleep?
No.
Oh, I'm too loud.
It's just half an hour for a bit.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I'm alright for the moment.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll keep it here. Okay, so let's go. So my number 10 position is sorry if I cannot say this word. I'm really bad with long words. I barely can speak English, so there's no hope for long words with me. So the 10th position is subservience. Yeah. So that's Megan Fox's one of Megan Fox's films this year. I don't know if it's her only film this year. I don't know if she's done others, but so this came out this year with starring Megan Fox and the actor from 365 Days. I think his name's Michael Moreno, I think his name is, Michael Moreno. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I apologise for saying it wrong. But yeah, I do love Megan Fox. As I love, Jennifer's Body is one of my favourite ever films, and I do love Megan Fox. I am a fan.
Don't need to apologise for butchering his name. He's a terrible actor.
He's a bad actor anyway. Yeah. So yeah. Oh God. Yeah. So that's the interesting part with this film. So yeah, this film I just feel it ripped off Megan, which came out last year, which was a better film. With Megan, I did find there was some draggy parts, but other than that, I did enjoy the film. I did enjoy the film, and I like Megan the robot as well. So I liked her character, and it was an entertaining film. Just a few draggy parts. That's my only issue. But other than that, I did enjoy Megan last year. But I think Subservience basically just copied Megan, but just an adult version. So they were so desperate for the adult version. Megan Fox played the robot, so she could do like something with Michael Moreno. And in the film, a bit of a scene in the film, so it's like they were desperate for a scene like that, so they had to like create like an older version of Megan. And yeah, so in the film, Megan Fox is a robot, and she has to, and like, sorry, I don't remember the characters' names, but what's his name? Michael Moreno. Sorry, his wife in the film gets ill and goes to hospital, and then he can't look after the two kids by himself, so then he buys one of these robots. And then, of course, it's just predictable like any other robot film. The robot is all good at the beginning and, they feel they can trust the robot, but then the robot turns. So, of course, that happens in the end. And, yeah, throughout the whole film, you just like... The most shocking part is Megan Fox isn't exactly the greatest actress. But the funny part is it's like Michael Moreno and the woman... And I don't know the actress's name, but the actress playing his wife in the film are literally doing even worse acting than Megan Fox. And no offense, how is that even possible? Like Megan was like literally actually got into character more than them. And how can like they do worse acting than her? I just don't understand. They had the easiest roles to play, and it was just like, hard to watch. So acting is so bad at times. And even in 365 Days, he was awful, and I don't think much has changed. I don't mean to like diss his acting. I'm not saying like, I could do any better. Of course, people immediately question that. Can you do any better? But he's just hard to watch. He's unbearable. It's like he doesn't want to learn to act. It's like he just thinks I'm good looking. I just don't need to do anything. And then the lady playing his wife, I just don't even know like why she even starred in this. Like she didn't even want to bother acting as well. And yeah, if Megan Fox wants to act more than you two, then I don't know why you're acting. It shows. But yeah, it's just some like. But yeah, the film's smart. It's got a smart idea behind it. Like you could tell they did their research before they put this film together. It wasn't like just something.
Rip off Megan.
Yeah. Rip off Megan, yes. But yeah, that's what I said.
I know.
But yeah, so yeah. So yeah, it is just like, ripped off Megan, iRobot, all these films in one, and like, unbearable acting to watch. So it's up to anyone if they want to watch it while they're drunk. I'll just suggest this with a few drinks and to get through it, and then you can just laugh at it as well. But yeah, oh god. But yeah, so it's just, that's what I'd put it as. So yeah, number 9 position is No Way Up. So it's a film where like they're a group of people, their plane crashes and they land, and the plane sinks and basically lands in the ocean. So the plane's just underwater. And so they're stuck underwater basically trying to protect themselves from sharks and everything. And I'm not saying it's a bad film, the story's good and everything, but like it's just very issue with the film. I just found it was just dragged too much, and it done what it could to just make females look good, like which Hollywood is so desperately doing these days. Like I've no issue with strong female characters. Like Angelina Jolie played so many back in the day and she was amazing, and we still love her for those roles. But it's like in today's Hollywood, the issue is that like because modern day feminism has took over in Hollywood, it's basically films are getting made to make the woman look stronger than the man constantly. And that was one issue with the film Ghosted last year with Ana de Armas. Like somehow like this thin little tiny woman can beat up these big muscly men. Like, in real life, that's just not believable. I know films aren't meant to be real, I totally understand, but at the same time, we can't, you don't want to literally people laughing at the film at the same time. So yeah, the issue with this film was just literally trying to make the female characters just look better than the male characters. I found throughout, and the main actress, unfortunately, I don't know what her name is. I've never seen her in anything, but she just couldn't act at all. She really couldn't act. She was just there to be pretty, and it was just a bit. It was just like, you lose interest a little bit with this film. I wouldn't, but yeah, I'd recommend another one that you just watch with a few drinks. It's just like not exactly completely terrible, but you just need to like kind of get drunk to get through it as well, because it does drag a little, and I just hate films that drag as well. Like I don't mind films if it has a good story, then I don't mind it dragging, but at the same time, like if it's not got a good story, well, the story's okay, but if it's just not put together well, you're just not feeling it. But yeah, when it gets to the end bit, you just don't really care about this film after a bit, unfortunately. So yeah, so my eighth position is Night Swim. I did a review of this film back in summer on my TikTok, and it's also on YouTube. I'll put the link below. So yeah, I did a review of Night Swim. So the only reason this is in my worst movie is because it just doesn't make any sense. So, like it's an interesting story, interesting concept, but it's just nice and simple. Just don't go in the water. That's simple. That's all it is. Like, and I just think there's just too many scenes which just like, you just kind of lose interest in the film a little bit. It just doesn't really keep you engaged. And Wyatt Russell is amazing. He's such a good actor, but I just feel sorry for him that he had to star in this film. Like, I think he probably thought it would be good, but when the film got put together, it just wasn't that great. And sometimes I think that happens with actors. They think it's going to be something great, but it's just really, it doesn't come out as great as they thought it'd be. But Wyatt Russell, yeah, he's really good so good. Like, his acting's so good throughout the whole film. So the film, sorry, is about a haunted pool. So his family move into this new house, and the pool is basically haunted, and weird, mysterious things keep on happening as well. So, like, yeah, I just lost a bit of it. No, definitely another film where I lost interest. I would recommend, like, still watch it if you do want to check it out and see what it's about, but definitely a one-time watch.
One thing I would say about it felt very much like it was trying to be an old school Amityville story. But unfortunately, because the story's that trash that they didn't know what they were doing with it, that you could have said. The problem with the story is that the whole film all they had to do was say that the ghost was connected to the person. After they went in the pool, the ghost was connected to that person, and it doesn't encourage them to go back in the pool, but the ghost has now attached itself to that person, taking over the person, or even done that sort of story instead. It's actually a cool concept, which I feel like the old school Amityville films would have done a great job of.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunately, whatever happened, they just didn't.
Because it felt like that wasn't even the reason that the ghosts attached themselves.
It wasn't, unfortunately. The story was basically just the pool got into the head of Wyatt Russell, and that was the story.
Yeah, because he gets possessed and taken over by the ghost, the ghost of the pool, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he starts acting out, and then he almost tries killing the kids at the end.
Yeah, it's not the story to go on with.
Yeah, I just think, oh God, can't see the Christmas tree. Oh, there's Christmas tree there. I can see. There it is. Still there. But yeah, they should have. I know what you mean. They've just done something else with it. Like, it could have been an interesting story. The concept's not that bad. And, like, when the history of, like, the previous neighbours that lived there before, how, the woman purposely sacrificed her daughter instead of her son to get taken by the pool because she wanted her son to, like, make a name, basically, for the family. So, like, that story was interesting, that part. Like, there are interesting parts of the film. But definitely a one-time watch, definitely. And the actress playing Wyatt Russell's wife, oh my God, her bad acting, like, it is unbearable. I'd say, like, a warning if anyone does watch a film, but her acting is just unbearable throughout. She's doing the work. It's like, everyone else is at least caring. She's just not caring, and it's just a bit annoying because it's the same actress that starred in Unleashed, which was a Jet Li film from the 2000s, and she was pretty decent in that. And I just don't know what happened to her acting in this film. Maybe she's given up acting, but she's unbearable to watch. Like, I think some people should just retire from acting if they're just not interested anymore. Like, the industry is not a nice place, I get it, but just if you're not interested, just retire. I don't know why people continue doing films. Like in fireworks.
Don't we, Shell?
Oh, don't we? Oh, don't we, Shell? Oh, cats and dogs, yeah. Animals are gonna... There she is, though. There she is, a little pretty face. That's pretty face we all like to see. Boop. Oh, look at her. She's so cute. But yeah, so yeah, that's my opinions on Night Swim. But yeah, anyone who hasn't watched it, definitely check it out though if you do want to see what it's like. You can watch it drunk as well. Another one you can watch drunk. But yeah, okay. So, yeah, cortisol. So yeah, so my Night Swim. So my 7th position is Hitman, which was a Hollywood movie that I think came out in America in 2023, but here in the UK we got it in 2020. We got it this year, basically. And the issue with the film is it started off good. I do like the main actor. It's the same actor that's from Sydney Sweeney's film. God, I cannot remember that awful film's name, but he starred in a bit of an awful film with Sydney Sweeney, sadly. But yeah, he starred in that really bad film with her. But yeah, he's good.
2 assets. With Sydney Sweeney's 2 assets.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole movie.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the main thing that Sydney Sweeney is relevant for, yeah. And that's all. Yeah, it's like Hollywood's backdated back to the 80s, like I've said before with Sydney Sweeney. Like, it's like, she just gets used to sell films. She should just go like, well, they do in Bollywood, don't they? Women just sell the films because of the way they look. So Sydney Sweeney's the same. But yeah, so we started the awful film with her, and I can't remember what it was called. It was like last year or something, or this year. Can't remember. I don't even know how it done well. But yeah, he starred in this film Hitman, and he is a decent actor. I do like him. He's really likable. But this film, it just started off good. It started off so interesting, and he's because I remember the story. He's like he like has to work undercover, and then he's got to work with this woman who's like already married, and then she's like apparently in an abusive relationship with her husband or something like that it was. And it started off good, but then I think the film just spent too much time trying to basically sell the woman in the film. So like all you see is just them two, and like just a bunch of like 50 Shades whatever style scenes together, just to sell the film even more, which nothing wrong with. I'm guessing it probably like was made for women more maybe. But yeah, it just felt like there's just too many scenes focusing on their love story and them getting close, then the film being interesting, and then after a bit it just started to drag. The film did, and it's just a film I just didn't really care about. I understand why people like it. I'd still recommend watching it, see what people think, but it just got boring after a bit. I just think like when it focuses too much on the love story, I'll start to get bored as well. I have no problem with love stories. As long as there's something else going on, then I'm fine with it. But if they focus too much on the love story, then I'll start to get really bored of it. And, it's just like I prefer films just with entertainment, something else going on. But yeah, that was just my issue with the film. And, everyone's acting was good, but I just think I just started to get really bored of the film. I'm so sorry. Sorry to anyone who's a fan of the film and fan of the actor, but yeah, that was my issue with the film. I started to get really bored after a bit. And yeah. It's just a bit of a sad one. But yeah. Just overall for me, boring. Just boring. I don't think I'll watch it again. But yeah, so my 6th position is Control, or CNTRL, however it's meant, the title was meant to be said. So yeah, this film was a Bollywood film that come out this year. It was on Netflix, and it looks pretty interesting in the trailer. So me and Luke, Panda at the back, definitely giving big sub as well. There's a lot of different content and a lot of reactions as well, like me. So yeah, we checked out this film and we sat through the film, and the concept isn't bad, but it just really just got like, just started to like really get boring, started to drag, and the length, it should have just been shorter film. Like the concept wasn't bad, it just needed to be that little bit shorter. I wish it was just way more shorter, the film, but like I just yeah. So basically, the girl she basically is a content creator, and then her boyfriend cheats. She catches a boyfriend cheating on her, and then like she doesn't want anything to do with him, and then she has to like be a content creator by herself, and then she takes the help of this like AI thing that's on a laptop. That so she takes the help of that, and then this AI thing starts to help her get successful by herself as a a content creator. So he starts to help her, and then everything's all smooth and nice at the beginning, but then weird things start to happen, and basically all of it just gets revealed at the end that these AI things are just made to like nose into people's lives. So they're like set up by some I think it's just criminal related basically, and so that's what gets revealed at the end. And then this thing like manages to kill her ex-boyfriend. Her ex-boyfriend's even warning her about it. He's even made a video like to warn her, but then she doesn't see the video after till he dies. So it's like, yeah. So yeah, so that's what the whole the thing, that's what happens at the end of the film. But yeah, I just wish they showed the scene like how the boyfriend even got killed. What did they do what even happened? It's just like all of a sudden like he says to her to like meet him at some ferry at like 5 a.m, and then she goes, and then I don't think she turns up anyway, but because I think like the AI thing hides that he's messaged her that, and then the AI thing hides it in her messages that he's messaged that to her to meet him there, and then he goes to meet her there, and then you just find him dead. And then I just wish in that part they showed how he died. It would have just made it a little bit more interesting than just laziness. It just felt like just a lot of laziness in the film as well. It was like an easy film to make, that's why. And yeah, I just didn't really, I just got a bit fed up and bored of the film after a bit. Like it wasn't so bad at the beginning, but just started to lose interest. And yeah, and another film which is starring a nepo baby again in Bollywood. Bollywood's biggest problem is nepo babies just keep coming out. Ever since the 2010s come about, like that's all we get, nepo kids. Yeah, as well. So we got another nepo baby as well in this film, and but yeah, I think I think it's Ananya. Yeah, Ananya. The name is Bande, I think. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think it's her name. Yeah. Okay, I just think like she's okay in this film. Her acting was good in this film, but I just feel like if she had a difficult role to play, I don't think she'd be able to do it. I just think like this role was just very easy for her, and I just think she's another pretty face and another nepo baby who's just like got in the industry easily. But if she had to like go out of Bollywood and do more of a difficult role, I think she would struggle. So yeah, or maybe she might prove me wrong. You never know. But I doubt it. Yeah, a bit too many nepo babies in Bollywood. They need some fresh new talent of like just young actors who are like in the early 20s. Not stop taking old men in films. It's really annoying. And just like just get some like people in the early 20s who are just like fresh talent. Whoa.
Don't worry, Bill. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry.
Don't worry, kiddies.
Don't worry.
It's okay. It'll be over.
Just tonight, yeah? It's just tonight, guys, yeah?
Hair shredded. Oh. So this is stressful stuff, eh? Really is okay, yeah? Don't be stressed. Oh. But yeah, too many nepo babies in Bollywood. They just need fresh new talent in the early 20s to come through and literally just change the industry and just do some realistic acting. Just make some realistic films and just good acting. Just need good acting. Like the industry is just failing at that right now. But yeah, anyway, that's a whole different video. Ooh, breaking things. But yeah, that's a whole different video right there. That's something else that is. So my fifth position is a very long title. The Ministry of Gentlemanly Warfare. I can't even say that. Oh, that's so hard to say. So yeah, this film starring Henry Cavill, and yeah, it's sad. Me and Panda, we love Henry Cavill so much. He's amazing. Such a good actor, amazing in Witcher and Superman as well. And you know, oh, what was the film we really liked? Man of Uncle, isn't it?
Man of Uncle, yeah.
He's really good in that as well. I love him. He's amazing. He's such a good actor. And it's just so sad. He's just starred in this film this year. I don't know if it was a quick like paycheck, but his acting was good in it. Even like, the film wasn't the best, but at least, he still made an effort. And, Henry Cavill, he's just so likable. Like, who isn't a fan of his? Everyone loves him. But yeah. So this film, oh my God. It doesn't start off like another one where it starts off okay. But then as it goes more into it, you just don't care. So, at least it sounds like it is quite a realistic film. Like they're showing like, how people suffered back in the day. It is like a very old school setting with it. So it's like Henry goes on a mission, doesn't he, with his group of friends?
With this group, they get ordered by the UK government sort of thing, who tell him he's got to go on this mission, and he could choose. Basically, it's Ocean's 11. Or one of the Ocean movies. I always get confused. They're all the same movie to me.
I've never watched any of the Ocean films. But I guarantee they do look the same there. It just looks like they're big like money makers, aren't they?
Yeah. They earned a ton of money. I won't ever understand why, but yeah, they earned a ton of money. I think it's because George Clooney was really big back then.
Yeah, George Clooney was like a huge deal in the 90s. I'm trying to remember when his era was. Like 90s, I think it was just mainly women that got him famous because he did all the like rom-com films as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
The women were like, oh, he's so hot. But yeah, I just thought he's just a dad.
Yeah.
I always thought he's just an old man who's a dad, isn't he? I don't know. I just looked at him like a dad.
That's most of his roles anyway.
Yeah. Wasn't anything. I just don't get it. Like he's like, well, he's a good actor though, but I just think, just like, I never really like obsessed over him.
Yeah.
But yeah, this film very much like that. So they get sent on a mission, and then Henry's barely in the film. I just don't know. I think it was a quick paycheck for him. So I'm guessing he must have been shooting for other films or doing other projects. But he did do an awful film with Dua Lipa in it as well this year. That looked quite awful. Argyle, yeah. Never watched Argyle. We didn't
really bad.
But people did say it was bad. It's such a shame. We got just 2 films that just didn't work out for him this year. It's quite sad, but at least he's got other stuff coming up, so that'll be good. Warhammer, isn't it?
Warhammer looks amazing, yeah.
Yeah, at least got Warhammer coming up, so yeah, he's okay. He'll be fine. But yeah, I just think this film, like he's barely in the film, and they just don't stop showing the woman and sorry, I can't remember the character's names. When you watch a bad film, you just can't. You just don't want to think about it. And they just keep showing this woman and man who are part of the whole, like, government people, whatever they're called, government people.
She's played by Eiza Gonzalez, who's from.
Oh, is that the actress?
Yeah, that's the actress.
Yeah.
She's from Fast and the Furious, Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, yeah.
She was in it as well.
Oh, yeah, Hobbs and Shaw. I liked her in that. She was really pretty.
Which made no sense.
She was really pretty.
She looked too good looking for them times. Like, she had mundane makeup and everything. It was just a bit.
Yeah, it just didn't look real, did it?
Nah, it felt very heavy edited.
Yeah, I just think she's just another one who was there to sell the film.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked her in Hobbs and Shaw. She was a bit better in that.
Yeah.
Like she was good in this, but she just didn't come across as believable as someone from them times, from like the 40s and 50s, and and it's just her and like the man, who's more like a colleague. Just to go, they just keep putting the camera on them too much, and they keep going place to place, and you just don't care. You're like, I'm so bored right now, and it just dragged out. The film is just too draggy. I just feel bad for Henry Cavill. Like I just don't know why he started in that. Oh, here goes fireworks. Oh, sorry guys, should be saying that loud. Sorry guys. But yeah, I like it's not there.
Yeah, don't worry. could get quiet ones. I don't understand why they don't get quiet ones, mate.
That's true. They could actually get quiet ones.
Because they do them. There's no reason not to do them.
Yeah, they're actually, yeah. These days they get quiet ones anyway to protect animals.
Yeah.
Just don't get it. We have this basically we have the same neighbour where days before bonfire night he kept lighting up like fireworks and for days, and it's like people just don't care about cats and dogs. But yeah, he was doing it for days, and it was just like, oh my god, when it comes to actual bonfire night, ain't you gonna be bored because you just already spoiled it by doing it days before? I just don't get it. But yeah, he was kind of, a bit annoying as well. But like, it was, my cats kept getting scared. But yeah, sorry. But yeah, so my fourth position, here it comes. So yeah, now he's getting to the really bad films now. Oh, so my fourth position is The Crow. All I gotta say is the original film at least was a decent film. It was entertaining, good acting, much better acting, more like. And if they did want to touch the 90s film, at least make it at least do a good new remake of it. At least do a good job of it. They just did the most awful job ever of the latest Crow. They have just completely ruined. They have absolutely ruined. So many people are looking forward to this, but it is just, it was just rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Oh my god. I don't even know where to start. So it's like somehow they're in some like same sort of prison as each other. The Bill Skarsgård and can't remember the actress's name. Sorry. Him and the actress are in the same sort of prison somehow, even though in these situations men are always separated from women. I think it's a prison or it's some like a place where they're getting help, therapy maybe. But like but it kind of looks like a prison. So I don't know why they're in the same sort of like, it makes no sense. They're like together, they put them. So it just focuses, the first part of the film just focuses too much on their relationship, and it just like, you get a little bored because their relationship is just like a lustful relationship more than anything. It doesn't feel like a love relationship. So with what's going to happen later in the film, you'd think like, it'd be them actually being in love, but it just comes across as more like them just, that sort of relationship instead. So yeah, and so many scenes wasted, and no offense, the actress cannot act as well, but yeah, she sorry, so my brain just switched off. So yeah, with The Crow, it's just like it is a good revenge story. The original story is so good, but I just think with this one they really just didn't put it together as well. I know you shouldn't compare always. I know it's not good to compare to the original at the same time, but at the same time, like, just don't ruin the original. And I just felt like the acting just wasn't the greatest. Even Bill at times, like I do like him as an actor, but sometimes I do find he's quite blank as well. Like even in John Wick, he was quite blank, but of course he was good in it. He was good as, the clown in it. He was brilliant in that film. But like sometimes I do find him a little bit blank. But then he was good in Boy Kills World as well. But yeah, in this film, it's just his acting's just like very just blank. Like, and even in John Wick was the same as well. It's just like not much face expression. So I don't know, maybe that's. But he is usually good though. It's just like, I don't know, with him I did find that in The Crow though, he was just quite bad as well. And also the guy that like helps resurrect him, like, he wasn't the best actor as well. And then like his, the actress playing his girlfriend literally was just bland as well, and just lacked personality. The film just had just no personality. I think the best part of the film like was literally was the villain. The main villain. I just think he was the best part of the film. And yeah, I just think there's just too many. I just think it was just dragged out too much. It was just too long, and the action scenes were good. I did think they did have really good action scenes in this film, especially at the end. The action, like, they did a good job of. That was probably the most entertaining parts of the film. But other than that, like, him taking revenge, you just like him taking revenge of his girlfriend dying. Basically, that's what happens in the original Crow as well, and he just wants to kill all the bad guys. But like, this new version just didn't work. I just like wasn't feeling the film. I just, the acting and, just very much, just too many scenes that were just dragging out as well. And, at times it was quite laughable, the film was. I don't mean to be mean. I don't mean to be horrible. The film was pretty laughable at times. And, there's very mixed reviews on Google for the film. Well, the last time I checked, I don't know if it's changed now. But yeah, I just wasn't really feeling this film at all. I think The Crow is a disappointment. The remake is an absolute disappointment. They should have like made more of an effort with it and done a much better job than they did. But yeah, a bit disappointed with The Crow. But yeah, everyone looking forward to it, and then it just turned out to be this, and a lot of people were disappointed as well. But yeah, sad. So yeah, so my third position is basically 𝓲𝓽𝓬𝓱 𝓢𝓽𝓬𝓬𝓱, which is a Bollywood film, and 𝓲𝓽 basically means like demon, devil. So it's like a horror movie. And so yeah, me and Panda at the back, we watched this film, and another film we watched as well. And a lot of my films, I watch with Panda anyway. And this film, yeah, so we just thought we'd just see what it's like. It was just free to watch on Netflix anyway. So we checked it out, and I just, like, I don't know why Ajay Devgn did this film. Like, Ajay Devgn is such a good actor in Bollywood. He's one of the best. He's been around since the 90s. And such a brilliant actor. And I just don't know why he did this film, because it's like it was a quick paycheck for him, it felt like, because he's acting as well in the film, like he can't be asked as well. So yeah, basically in the film, the girl's like kind of on a bit of a mini break holiday with the family, with her, her parents and a little brother. This teenage girl is, and then this random man they bump into, they meet there, who's all nice and polite with them, come and sits at their table. They're at a restaurant or like a coffee place, so he comes and just joins them and just sits with them and talks to them. And then he's just like already acting really suspicious as well, and the parents are a bit more simple people, so they're actually thinking he's a nice person. So he's acting a bit like weird as well, and then he's just like talking to him, being all charming and everything, but there's still something off about him, you can tell. And then the girl like reveals to the stranger, this random man, so he was more like this, the character 𝓲𝓽, and she reveals to him that she doesn't drink tea and she doesn't like it. So, of course, like, later on in the film, he takes advantage of this. So what happens is like, anyway, everyone goes their own way. So they go to their like big sort of, basically the family. Actually, they've got his family. Hey, Theo. Hey, she is. The hyper kitty. Whoa. Boxkin. So yeah, in the film, so the family, basically the young girl and her parents and young brother, they go to like this got their own holiday home, so they go there to like have a few days off and everything. I think it's like weekend away or something like that. So they're there chilling with their family, and then they were there like chilling as a family, having some bonding time together. And then next thing, the man who they bumped into at the restaurant or coffee place turns up to the house, and then he turns up out of nowhere, and then he has like some excuse ready of like he lost his phone or whatever, and he can make a phone call. And then of course they recognize him from the restaurant, and they're like, that's fine. But then slowly he starts to like control the daughter. He can mind control the daughter to do things. So in one scene he mind controls her to like eat a bunch of tea bags, like basically, or a bunch of like tea, like the powder. Just eat it, and then she like puking at the same time, and there's like scenes like that. So he eventually starts to mind control her, and the parents like, and then the parents, wow, it's like they just don't do anything. It's so annoying to watch. It's like, how can you like watch this man do that to your own daughter? Like any parent will just beat the shit out of the man. Like, what are you actually doing? Just get out of our house, otherwise I'll call the police. But then he's like, oh no, I can control you guys by doing that to your daughter because your daughter would just stop you as well. And it's like, come on, it's just really ridiculous. It's like, how would that even work? At the end of the day, even if he mind controls the daughter to stop them from like getting, kicking him out, even if she stops the parents kicking this stranger out, at the end of the day, she's, at the end of the day, like, what's she gonna do? Like, you could just kick him out. It's just such dumb. It's just really dumb. The whole film is. And then it just like, continues. And then at one point the police like turn up to the house. I don't know in some situation how they turned up. I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched the film. But
someone makes a call from the house. What causes the police to turn up there?
Oh, I think it was like the wife, was in it, or the brother.
Yeah.
I think something like that. Yeah, I think you're right. I think someone made a call, didn't they? And then the police turn up. But then, and then the stranger just forces like 𝓣𝓲𝓬𝓬𝓱 who's the dad, forces the dad to like, make an excuse and be like, oh, nothing's wrong, everything's fine, it's okay, you just got a friend around, whatever. And you just like, just say something. But then I think that like maybe they're worried that, because he's like more likely evil, whatever he is, a demon, that he can more likely like kill the police. So I think that's why.
Nah, it's just bad writing.
Yeah, I think it's that, isn't it? I just think the film, like, it could have been better. Like, the story, like, you could have done more with that sort of story. But at the same time, how would that even work still? Like, you'd still just beat the shit out of him and that's it. You just wouldn't let it, like, go that far. And then it's just ridiculous in the film how it gets that far. And, yeah. I just was not feeling this film. I think it was ridiculous. It was just a quick money maker. And, they... Because here and there, Bollywood, like, horror movies can do well here and there. So... yeah, they do make them and they're quick like money grabs. And yeah, but today's Bollywood, I just think like, yeah, they're getting worse with their films anyway. They are losing a lot of money as well. Like past some of the films like last year have like lost a lot of money because they're just forcefully putting these films out. People ain't that interested anymore. But of course there was a small group that still watch them. But yeah, a lot of the big Bollywood films people just don't really like them these days too much. But yeah, that's a whole nother video. But yeah, so 𝓲𝓲𝓬𝓱 my third position. So my second position is Imaginary, which is a Hollywood horror film. And, the concept wasn't so bad of this film. Like, with the teddy bear. We like, it's about a woman who basically is... So basically she's like in a relationship with this man who's basically a bit... So yeah, she's in a relationship with this man and he's already got kids from a previous relationship. So she lives with this man and his kids, but he's barely in the film. And it's a shame because, basically if anyone watched a UK show called Waterloo Road back in the 2000s, he was in that show as one of the characters. And, he's always been a really good actor, this actress. I just wish I could remember his name in real life, but he played Brett in Waterloo Road. So he was in this film. And, even in the film, he's like, his acting was good, in the few parts he was in. But yeah, the main actress, I just felt like she was just there to kind of just be good looking for the film. And I just think her acting was a bit average as well. So you just kind of have to sit through that. And one thing which is quite uncomfortable in the film, like the girl who's like basically the stepdaughter who's in the film is 17 years old. Like she's literally like, they're making her wear like such revealing stuff and it's pretty uncomfortable, especially because it's like someone who's underage wearing this stuff, and it's a bit uncomfortable to watch in the film. You're like, what, she's like 17, like why are you making a dress like that? I just don't get what the film was doing. They could have at least made her 18. But yeah, that's just one thing that's just a bit weird in the film as well. But I don't know, unless like they were using her to sell the film, which is just really, oh God. Yeah, a bit weird. But yeah, I just think like, so basically the film, it just starts with the little child. So it's basically, she's in a relationship with this man and his two daughters, one teenager and one's like a young girl. One's just like a, just a child basically. So the child starts to like say that she's friends with this teddy bear, and she has a name for the teddy bear as well. And so like, at first, like, the stepmom isn't taking it seriously. She's like, oh, that's sweet and all that. But then, like, you know, weird things start to slowly happen. And then, like, as the film goes on, it gets revealed that this is the same imaginary teddy bear that the stepmom used to have as well. Like, named her, like, teddy bear the same similar sort of name as well. But she obviously doesn't remember it that well. But then it's like so basically in the film, the reason this happens is because they go back to live in the same house that the stepmom used to live in when she was a kid. So they go to live in that house, and so that's why, like, you know, it's like the same spirit aims for the young girl, her stepdaughter, kind of like stepdaughter sort of, but I don't think they're married really. So, you know, the same spirit like kind of haunts a young girl. And then the next door neighbor remembers it all with, like, the stepmom herself when she was a kid, of that she had an imaginary, like, you know, friend as well, exactly the same. Like, and then it just, like, slowly gets revealed, but it turns over, like, the neighbor just, like, you know, completely, like, how do I put this? Fucks him over, basically. Completely betrays them. Yeah, that's the word, betray. So completely betrays them, and she just wants them to, like, you know, they basically go through this, like, attic part as well. And yeah, I remember that. So they, like, go through this the attic part and go into the world of the teddy bear, more like the spirit. And then the old lady betrays them and just, like, leaves them, and it was all, so yeah, the concept wasn't bad. It was just, like, just a bit of, like, just a bad ending. I just didn't enjoy the ending at all. Well, I didn't really enjoy, like, most of the film, to be honest. Like, the concept wasn't bad, but it was just put together awfully, and just acting wasn't greatest as well. And, you know, it's just, like, just another film that was very laughable as well. But yeah, such a shame. Could have been better, but, you know, I'd definitely, like, so yeah, watch it with a few drinks. That's what I'd suggest as well. Just watch it with a few drinks, just in case. Some people might like this film, though. I think some people might actually like it. Each their own. So yeah, so my number one position of worst movie of 2024 is let's go. So yeah, it's so number one position is, drumroll, is This Is Me Now, A Love Story. So yeah, this is j-lo's movie that she apparently with her own budget put together this film. And my oh god, so yeah, my issue with the film is just j-lo's just playing herself, and it's kind of like just played herself and just her real life relationships, really. I don't think she, of course, I wouldn't say she showed her real life relationships, but it's just like her real life, how she's been through that many celebrity public relationships. I wouldn't be shocked some of them are fake, because we all know j-lo is a blatant industry plant anyway. She come in the late 90s. She could, like, she's more of an entertainer than a singer. We all know that.
Good girl.
Oh, so cute.
Good girl. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Give her a clean, yeah?
He's giving her a clean.
Good boy, good girl. Yeah?
Oh, Billy's
Good boy.
giving Ciala a clean. Big brother. Big brother love. Oh, that's sweet. That's so cute. Oh. Yeah, our cats are both basically half brother and sister. They're related. So yeah, This Is Me Now. It's just literally just a film on her, like, you know, with few celebrity cameos in the film as well, and, you know, so basically the gods are all trying to get j-lo, like, you know, to find her true love, and she sees a therapist of why she can't, you know, succeed in find a successful relationship, basically, at why she can't. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's just talking about herself in the film, just playing herself. And so Fat Joe's her therapist, and, you know, whatever, she goes to see him, and, you know, and, like, you know, wants to know. And then she goes to some therapy group as well, where, like, all of a sudden, like, she goes out into this, like, a random song comes out of nowhere, and it's just all of a sudden, like, everyone was just laughing at this film. There was so many scenes people could not stop laughing at on TikTok, where she just always goes into this, like, big dance break. Breaks into this big song when she goes therapy on the chair. sitting on a chair, like, as in, like, not therapy, sorry. She's, like, basically in this place with the other group of people that have got similar issues to her or whatever. Kind of like those meeting things. Yeah, I think a bit like AA meeting types. So she goes there and then she's like, breaks into this, like, random song. So the beginning of, don't get me wrong, some parts of this film are really good quality. Whoever, like, was behind this film did a great job of, like, editing the film and making it look good. So I give them, those people credit, or person credit that did that. But yeah, so it's just like, it's just such a ridiculous film put together. And then, like, at one point her friends are like, you have a sex addiction, that's why, you go from one to the other, like, trying to hint that. And and then there's part of the film where she just, I don't know, as we all know, J-Lo's repeated about a million times that she's Latino, if anyone didn't know. We've heard J-Lo say that about a million times in interviews. That's all because she just, like, that's what she lives by. But then even a Latin audience these days don't even like her anymore like they used to. And so she's holding on to that like desperately. So basically, there's just, like, some really, I don't know. There's, like, she gets with this. Says, like, she's with this Latin guy. And it just, like, comes across quite racist, even though she's Latin herself. But she has a Latin guy in one scene who comes to, this, hangs out with her and her friends. And then it just comes across like, and then they've, like, just made him a bit of a thug. And it's just kind of racist a little bit. I just don't know. I just found that a bit racist, even though I know Jada's Latin herself. But it's just like, why are you making Latino men look like gangsters? Like, why are you making him look, you know what I mean? Like, making them look like thugs. It's just really, I don't know. I just felt like, what's she doing? And I swear the guy at the beginning she did the same with the guy at the beginning as well, who was, I think she did the same, I'm not sure. The guy at the beginning in the glass house, I think he was Latino too.
He was.
Yeah, and then he's abusive, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite racist, isn't it? To herself.
Yeah.
So she's trying to say, or, the two Latino men she puts in the film that she's in a relationship with, one's abusive, and the second one is just a thug. He was, like, high on weed or something, or, whichever drug. But, like, it's just like the two Latino men she puts in the film, she's just racist to herself. I don't know what she was doing there. And it's like, you just made Latino men look bad in this film. At the end of the day, that's just terrible. You get good and bad everywhere. You get good and bad in every ethnicity, no matter where you go. Like, that's just, like, ridiculous. I can't believe she's just done that to her own Latinos. And then she just, like, loves to remind people that she's Latino and from the Bronx, because that's what she lives by. She's been doing that since, like, the late 90s, this industry plant has. So, yeah. And you're just like, what? It's like the only Latino man she made look good in the film was Fat Joe, who was a therapist. And that's it. It's terrible. But yeah, the film, oh my God, it's so ridiculous. And then the rain dance she does, trying to copy, I think she's trying to do, like, Frank Sinatra. Was it Frank Sinatra? You sing in the rain?
Can you have a look?
I think it was, wasn't it?
I think it was Frank Sinatra, but I'll get the name for you.
I think he singing in the rain sort of song. I think she's trying to do that. I'm trying to remember now.
Gene Kelly.
Oh, Gene Kelly wasn't Frank Sinatra, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sort of vibe, like, she's trying to do, like, a bit of so she just leaves therapy and then she just starts dancing around in the rain. And then with the umbrella and everything, and everyone was taking the piss out of that dance as well with the umbrella. Oh my God, like, it just looks so ridiculous. It's like whatever she thought looked good in the film just wasn't working. And, like, it was good quality, like, the scene with the glass house at the beginning, it's pretty decent. Whoever, put that together, edited that, and that was directed well and everything. But I just think it's just a film about herself.
Editors deserve the pay rise.
Yeah, editors did deserve a pay rise, but she paid them nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, This Is Me Now, and throughout the whole film, oh my God, the song just plays, doesn't it? It's so annoying. This is me now. Oh my God, throughout the whole film. And it just gets stuck in your head, and you're like, God, that song is so shit. Oh my God. A lot of the songs were actually quite rubbish. that were part of the film as well, and it was just awful musically. There's no effort, and J-Lo's problem is she's still stuck in like the early 2000s vibe. Like she's still stuck in that era, and she still dresses like that as well. Like she still dresses like how she used to dress in them days, and it's just her style has not changed for more than 20 years. Like, fair enough, nothing wrong with dressing a bit old school. That Y2K fashion is coming back in, but she's been dressing like that forever, even in 2010s. It's like her style has just not changed. She don't do anything much different with her hair. She doesn't like do any different looks. She doesn't experiment with different music. All her songs are just literally the same. It's either like a clubby song, a Latin, you know, a Latin sort of vibe song, or pop song, R&B song, and that's it. It's just like, you know, it's like a team of like, oh, what can we go back to? What can we go back to again? What can we go back to again? It's like she does nothing different with her music, and vocally she don't do anything because, you know, she has been exposed that she has autotune as well. Like, she's a good performer, but she has been exposed that she's had autotune in a mic, or her performance has been like edited afterwards. When they've like gone online or, you know, got shown on TV. So like, you know, she has been exposed quite a bit this year, and her documentary was not, you know, didn't help at all, where it showed behind the scenes of like This Is Me Now, and behind, you know, basically showing her whole life with Ben Affleck at the time as well. So her documentary didn't help, because in that documentary she made herself look even more terrible. She made herself just look like a complete, you know, just a woman with a really horrible ego who just like treats people like trash. And yeah, that's just like, she's just, oh yeah, she's a bit of a vile, horrible person. I just don't know why. She has lost fans over the years, so like no one gets away with being a diva anymore. Like, she had years of getting away with it, and now she can't get away with it. It's just like, this industry plant needs to retire really badly and stop using men for relationships. Like, you know, it's really hard to watch. And it's not fair, and it's just not fair. It's just not. I just feel sorry for, like, you know, whatever man she uses and spits back out. It's just sad. But yeah, so sorry about that. So yeah, this is my top 10 list of my worst movies. Let me know if you agree or if you don't agree. Let me know what your worst movies are as well. And, you know, sorry about that. I'm guessing some movies I've put on the list some people actually really enjoyed, so I do apologise. So let me know if, you know, if you didn't agree with me. But yeah, that's my worst movies of 2024. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Definitely give me and Panda a big sub on our channels, and follow us on all our social medias as well. And yeah, Happy New Year. Hope everyone has a really nice 2025 as well. And I will, what was it? And yeah, thank you for watching. See you all soon.